When I got home, I just broke down and I went on my knees. And this is the first time I prayed to Jesus Christ with all my heart. I said to him, listen, Jesus, I don't know who you really are, but all I know is every time I call your name, you help me. And I just want to say thank you. Please help me take this pain away from me. And that night, I had a dream. I was walking in darkness. I was walking and running, and the darkness doesn't end. I was in this place where it's completely dark. It's like it goes on forever, completely dark. And as I was running and running and running, and it doesn't end, I started to scream. I screamed, Jesus, Jesus, and screaming really loud. And then I hear a voice right next to me, someone standing next to me. He goes to me, you don't have to scream, I can hear you. And when I turned around, there was Jesus Christ standing right next to me. And when I'm looking at him, when you're in front of him, when you're in his presence, this magisterial authority he's got, I can't explain it in words. There's this authority, this majesty, this power standing next to me, and he's looking at me, and he says to me, no need for screaming. Even if you call me in your heart, I'll be there. And he takes my hand and takes me out of that darkness. He takes me into this place where I can't explain what it feels to be in that place. There was just amazing lights that I had to cover my eyes and put my hand on my face because I couldn't see anything from the brightness. And then when I woke up, I was in a state of awe. I was completely shocked. There is this beautiful thing when you see Jesus Christ, there's that amazing love you feel coming out of him. You know he loves you. It's like he tells you, I love you. You just feel it. And at the same time, he is so powerful. He is, I can't explain it in words. And when I had that dream, I knew that in my heart that God cares for me. But I didn't understand why I saw Jesus. I mean, he's not just a prophet. He's not just a man. He looks like a man, but he's not a man. He is the Almighty. I can't put it in words. And 2 days after I had my vision of Jesus Christ, my father called me. My father was overseas on holidays. He came back and I got a phone call from him. And Dad spoke to me on the phone, and at that point I knew I wanted to belong to Jesus. I wanted to walk away from everything, and he is my Lord. And I spoke to my dad on the phone, and I was really, really scared. I didn't know how to word it. I didn't know how to tell him, and without him getting really angry at me. So I didn't know even what they do at church. I didn't know much about Christianity. All I said to my dad was, Dad, I went to church because it's Easter and because I wanted to give chocolate. Because I assumed that people would give chocolate. It's Easter. And my dad is very, very smart. He said to me, listen, darling, I know you've become Christian. It's okay. I love you. No matter what you do, you're my daughter. And I love you with all my heart, and I'll support you all the way. And then he sobbed. He was crying on the phone. And he said to me, I just want to see you, my sweetheart. Please, come over my place. Let's catch up. I want to see you. I want to hug you. And my heart broke. And I said to him, okay, Dad, I will come and see you soon. And as I hung up on the phone with my dad, I had the same powerful being that's trying to stop me from going. It's like a hand on my chest telling me, stop, don't go. And I didn't know whether it was from God or whether it was something else. I didn't know what it was. But it was so powerful. It's like someone saying to me, "Don't go." And I went on my knees and I cried. I said to him, "Jesus, I call on your name. Please tell me, is this from you? Are you saying to me, don't go? Are you warning me? Or is it just my own thoughts? Or is it something else? Please tell me." That night, I had a dream. I saw my mum's funeral. I saw that my mum's going to die. And then I saw my dad paying someone to behead me. When I woke up the next morning, I thought I was just hallucinating. And I get ready to go to work. And just before I get to the office, I got a text message. Mum passed away. And then 2 days later, the police come to my place and they immediately take me to the police station and say to me, "There's murder allegations. Your father possibly paid someone to behead you. You need to come and get you right now." So they come and take me to the police station and they show me the statements, how my dad planned to kill me, and it was exactly matching my dream. So I go home, and that was God showing me, will I forgive? He's teaching me how to forgive. It was so hard. It was so heartbreaking to know that your own dad would do something like that. And I cried and I said, "Jesus, I just want to ask you for a favor. I don't care if you're going to kill me because I believe in you. I don't care because I know you are the real deal and I know how much you love me. I just want to ask you for a favor. Can you please change?" Can you please change the way that they want to kill me? Can you give me a peaceful death? Can you give me something else? I don't mind dying. I don't mind dying with a bullet in my head. I don't mind whether I get run over by a car. I don't care if I die being poisoned, just not being beheaded. Please, Lord. That's all I ask of you. And Jesus answered me. He said, "He who dwells in the shelter of the Most High will abide in the shadow of the Almighty. I will say to the Lord, my refuge and my fortress, and he will deliver you." And there that night, I had to make a choice. Either sit there and be really scared and run away, or believe with all my heart that Jesus Christ is the Almighty Lord and he can save me and can protect me. My family was living 20 minutes away from me, and I had to make that choice there. And I made a decision that I will stay where I am, and I'm not fearing them. I will not fear death, because Jesus says, "I will protect you." And he did. Months went by, and years, and no one dares to come near me. And this is something I've struggled with for so long. It was the crucifixion of Jesus Christ. It always made no sense to me. How could God die for you? God doesn't die. How could he die for you? And it was there God showed me how. At that moment where I see my own father paying someone to kill me, then I believed that Jesus died for me. Because my real father died for me. He's not the one that's trying to kill me. I can't thank God enough for everything he's done for me. Absolutely. I can do absolutely. No matter what I do, I can't thank him enough for what he's done. He taught me something. He taught me how to trust in him. And if you really, really trust in God, you are pleasing him. And no matter who you are, no matter where you're from, no matter how bad you've done in the past, the moment you call on Jesus Christ, He's there. And He doesn't care about how bad, how much, how much sins you've had, or how bad or what kind of person you are. The moment you turn to Him and say, Jesus, help me, He is faithful and He will help you. I pray that God bless you all, and I pray each and every one of you experience the love of the living God, because it's the best thing ever.